What's going on, guys? Smoking MVP back again. Today I'm going to be running Telos, but I will be incorporating a P5. I'm at about 113% in rage right now. Nice little sweet spot. Before I start this run, I'm just going to point out a few things. I'm going to try and be a little more detailed this run, point out some mechanics, things of that nature. So as far as gear setup, I bring a Book of War. The ability debuffs the boss defense, and it also debuffs the affinity, so it makes it easier for you to hit the boss. And I'm running a maniacal aura for anything after 100% in rage. I do runic accuracy before that. It gets the job done. And I start the fight with a vigor for my sunshine, and then switch to ring of death. I also bring Vuln Bombs because I am on Ancients and I use Ice Barrage. Telos is susceptible to stuns, so you really want to be stunning him as much as possible to reduce the number of special attacks he gets off on you. He does 3 auto attacks and a special after each one. Let's get into it. No. Oops. So like I said, I did a kill before this one, started at 100. At the beginning of the kill, I try to start with Sunshine, build my adrenaline up as fast as possible, and, get right to stunning him. Because like I said, you want to reduce the number of times he gets to use his specials on you. After the first 3 autos, he's going to whip out a tendril on me. And I'm going to G-Staff spec him. So he's Vuln Bombed, and he has the affinity debuff now. After 3 more autos, he's going to use an uppercut. Right about now, you want to move. Now, see that green beam coming out? If you stand in that, it will rapidly boost your adrenaline. And because he ended this phase with using an uppercut on me, the next special is going to be a hold still. So we're going to be prepared for that right when we come down. I'm going to let him do 1 auto attack. I'm going to anticipate. And then 1 more auto attack. And here comes the hold still. So I'm going to resonance. He hit me for an 1850. I'm going to move. He's going to jump on that spot. Now, this black beam that I'm standing in, you don't want Telos in it because it's going to rapidly fill up that bar underneath his head. That determines how long he uses his magical onslaught. It's not the worst thing in the world at low enrages, but at higher enrages, that the damage can build up quickly. Here comes another uppercut. After an uppercut, he uses tendrils and then the magical onslaught, which is going to be coming very soon here. I'm just going to try and block that off. Boom, boom. Got it done. I'll let him do about 2 autos and then switch to Magic Prayer. And then he's going to start off, it starts off pretty weak. So the first 2 hits, I let hit me. And then I use Devotion to mitigate damage. And you want to use your purely damage thresholds first because you can't stun him when he's magic onslaughting. So you want to try to get those stuns in at the end, so maybe we can stun him as he comes out of it. But yeah, I'll let that bar go pretty high. So you see he's really smacking me up with that right now. It's not a good thing. After Magic Onslaught, he uses Hold Still next after 3 autos. But we're going to be going into the next phase. Now, P3 is kind of weird in that at the beginning of P3, he's either going to use 7 or 10 auto attacks, depending on the last ability he used. I try to stun him right away. I don't even want him auto attack, and if I can, I try to get through this phase without even letting him get a special off, if maybe 1. This red beam, it increases the damage you do by 30%, but it also increases the damage you take by 30%. I don't even have my ROD on. Sweaty. So we're just stunning him. We're just trying to, really brutalize him, beat him down right here. Now, you see that red bar going left and right underneath his health? That is going to increase with the number of times he hits you. Also, the golems that spawn on the map, every time they send those balls into him, it's also going to make it go up. Now, he's in the red beam. This is bad. The red beam rapidly makes it go up. And when it's all the way to the right in that red, he's going to start letting off bombs like the one he just hit me with right there. So I'm going to tick eat. I'm going to try to get up there and move that green bar back as fast as possible. You really just want to get through this phase quickly. You know, the more you linger in this phase, the more damage you're going to take. Just like that, we're going into P4. At the start of P4, I try to stun him right away. I feel like this is the phase that you definitely eat the most in. I have a pack yak with me, so I'm going to pull some food out now and just get ready for that. And we want to come near this font to my right side. And we got to hold still. I wasn't ready for it, so I'm just going to freedom and get out of it. I'll take the hit, whatever. And once we get him down to 25% of whatever health he started with, these golems appear. Now, I hit anticipate right away. I kind of come out so I could show him, go back in, and then I hit detonate and then heal, and then let my detonate off. You want to kill these golems as fast as possible, especially the red one, because it can stun you. And it could really mess up your rotations. Now, here he is, getting some wallops off on me. Switch back to melee. We're in melee distance. And now we move. And we're going to kind of drag him over to this other font. Now we got more golems, so I'm going to get over here, hit anticipation, focus on the red one right away. Like I said, start detonate, eat, go back, set it off. Get some more tick eating in. And when this, as we clear this font, you want to switch to your shield and stun him right when he comes out of it. Because after that font, your defensives reset, and it makes a 6-second cooldown happen. So we want Resonance ready for the So Much Power, which is hitting me right now, and it hit for a 0. Now, you could res that as well, but I did just use my res on the So Much Power. I could have reflected that as well to take less damage. Now, we're going to get over to this last font. Same thing. Anticipation. Click on a golem. I'm going to tick eat again. Get a detonate off. Try to clear this red one ASAP. Keep your inventory full. And then I'm going to... You see how the blue bar underneath his health is once again full? I'm just going to try to stun lock him and get him down before he can get in there So Much Power off. If he does get it off, I'm going to switch to my arcane and just try to tank the hit. Just like that. Oh, I got lucky. So with the arcane on, it reduces any damage you take by 30% of your life at the cost of half of your prayer points. Comes in very handy for big hits like that. So we're now starting P5. We're going to look for the green beam right away. It's not in the front. I always start with anticipation because the golems that spawn there can be random. And if it's the reds, you can get stuck. So you want to get to the green beam and you want to wipe out these golems as fast as possible. Well, I kind of messed up my detonate right there. But yeah, my main focus is always getting these golems down before I even start deepsing him. Because they are just, they can mow you. Usually at about halfway, where it's at right now, I'm going to get a virus. And you also want to be stunning him as much as possible right here. Now, you just saw the rock fall above my head. A few rocks fall at first, and then a big one comes. So when the first few come out, you usually want to try and move ASAP. You know, that's your tell. And once that blue bar underneath his health is full, he is going to throw out an insta-kill. But we can get through it. You just need a shield and your defensive abilities. So I'm going to switch to my shield as soon as I get that message. And I'm going to hit Immortality while standing in this green beam and continuing to build up Adren. Find the green beam again. And as soon as this insta-kill hits, we are going to get more golems. My goal here is I try to get back to the green beam as fast as possible. If there's red golems, I throw up and anticipate, and I'm just trying to deeps him down. I don't want to let him get that blue bar up again. I'm going to tick eat, I'm going to avoid rock falls, and I'm just going to pound him. Throwing out stuns when possible, claw specs, and just like that, we are done with P5. You know, it takes a little diligence. I am on mobile, so, you know, I'm eating a lot more, getting hit a lot more than I probably normally would on the computer. But you can do it. It is possible, as you've seen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll do a roll real quick and wind it. All right. Well, that's not that bad. All righty, guys. Good luck with your ventures, and I hope to see you again.